There's only one shouting.
Now, what I'm trying to say long and short, it is very, very difficult to defend the devil.
And is it?
It's difficult to defend the devil.
How so?
Because what
is the devil coming in?
What the devil does outside
there. Do they
there,
have a devil in their corner?
Go with your point, please.
What the devil does is there for everybody to see. And you cannot say what has done by the devil is the right thing. No, when my colleagues comes and says, a rural community was not able to come because they are teachers who are working. They could not have come. They could not have left their work. I just want to tell the Kenyan people.
They move from such point of ignorance.
All Kalau is a rural setup. People work when they want to work, and they rest when they want to rest. Now, in particular, when money has been poured to give the turnout that UDA is popular, they will quickly leave their cows, they will quickly leave their farms and go and receive the money. In fact, they did exactly that. What they did not do is to go to the polling station. Why? Because there is a narrative in all Kalau that anybody who goes to support UDA party is a traitor of the cause.
I want to get a clarification on something here, and I'd love to get it from you. So these nominations, I repeat, are within the boundaries of parties. So you have any party doesn't have any business with another party when it comes to the nomination. During the by-election, then one would then be the actual election, then one would be able to say it matters who shows up or who doesn't. You could have a direct nomination by a party, so that's where we say there's even no threshold that needs to be met, except for the fact that Nduh and Dennis pit against one another within the party and then somebody is selected. So external business really has nothing to do with an internal process of nomination. My question is, only registered members can vote within a nomination process. Of what benefit? I mean, and of course, if money was spent, of what benefit would it be to spend money on a process that is internal? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or does. Further to that, the IEBC is not even involved in tallying of numbers towards the nomination process. Why would I spend money for a process where I can still dictate the outcome?
I'll tell you.
Exactly.
The reason is this. To leave my business to go and that's where you start reading the mood on the ground. In fact, the likes of my colleague here, they must refund back Ruto's money for throwing money, and there was no turnout. They have a very serious issue. Number two.
That's, of course, going with the assumption that money was poured.
Money was spent, yeah.
It's assumption which is not there. There's no purpose.
It is there. It is there. And let me tell you, if there is people who like showing off, PR, the UDA party, they will launch one project after another, the one project 10 times. Why? Just to show that they are popular now. And that is their psyche. As opposed to DCP party, where people come out without being coerced by anybody, without any promise for anything, but just to come and liberate their country. That they are too much different. And I said, the psyche of UDA party to spend money. And I said, today, and my colleague, I want him to prove me wrong, the last engagement he had with the people of Moranga, she had taken money to Kangari. There she refused, there she goes empty-handed. In fact, for you to be able to vote, I'm saying, ask her which party is going to vie for. She will not tell you she will not vie with the UDA party. Because she knows UDA party in the mountain has no chance. In fact, I want her even to declare when your boss is listening.
Can't.
Your boss is listening. I want you to UDA party
before you finish.
If you make a mistake, then they know very well that if you vie with UDA
Kenyans
party,
have become smart.
If you become UDA party, you have no chance. And therefore matters all Kalau. the die is cast.
I mean, Senator,
yes, thank you for the opportunity.
He's given assertions that you would not vie in UDA because
I will vie in
UDA.
I have already stated, yes. And I'm on SpiceFM.
So one asks the question. So another question would be that the party nomination exercise is scientific. It's based off numbers. And even when you're giving direct ticket, it's because the party has certain sin between the candidates who are there, who is the stronger one, for them to be given
if you want to look at the
ticket. So here then one asks the question, why would one spend money in these exercises if at all you're selecting someone who would then be presented to the people at the final end to be elected by the people, who some are registered members, some are not, but it's the people of the constituency.
And that is what I want to dissuade. That notion is what I want to dissuade this morning as a practitioner in party governance. If you want to look at the strength of the party, you look at the number of candidates who have approached that party for the ticket. How the party determines who gets the ticket is the business of the party. It's an internal business. They had 9 candidates. UDA had 10 candidates. Is that a draw? Not a draw.
Okay.
That's almost a draw, almost at par. DCP and UDA each had the right to determine who becomes the flag bearer. The only budget and expense used by the party at nomination level is a logistics budget. Logistics budget to get the ballots, logistics budget to get the officials who will conduct that, logistics budget to get security for the events, logistic budgets to make sure that the day runs from, say, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. until the determination of the counting of the ballots that are cast. That is the only budget approved in a political party. My brother here is a legal secretary of the UDA. The last position he held. The last position he held.
Okay.
Let him declare to Kenyans today which day, when he was in UDA NEC, he walked before party primaries to bribe people to come out and vote. If he's honest, and I know he's a lawyer, he's honest, there will be no day when myself as a Secretary General, I gave a budget for people to be paid to turn up to vote. Let me tell you something. The excitement you're seeing for the turnout by DCP members is a very short-lived experience. The true test is when IBC will walk in now as an independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to determine the candidate of DCP and the candidate of UDA and the candidate of Jubilee, because even Jubilee is going to have a candidate. It is the day when IBC, on 14th of July, isn't it? 16th of July, when they will come and now tally the vote for each party. Indeed, they can continue dancing on the streets for the time being. We allow them to do that. But let them prepare themselves for the real